What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild once again, this time with the WWE Elite Royal Rumble line?
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Hulk Hogan unboxing and review. I feel like we've been here before a time or two in 2024 as we're celebrating 40th anniversary of Hulkamania, and we're going out with all the Hulkster figures this year, really seems like. And this time we're back at it with Royal Rumble 1990 version of the Hulkster. But for all your Hulkamania needs and a whole lot more, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And the Hulkster, no stranger this year. I believe there's this one, and then we got the WrestleMania Hulk Hogan, part of the WrestleMania Elite line. I do have those. We'll be unboxing those sooner rather than later on the channel. After that, are we done with Hulk Hogan figures for the rest of the year? I'd have to double check my spreadsheets or something. I don't have spreadsheets, but I have to double check something. Are we done? Can I finally start putting together my list of the top 2024 Hulk Hogan figures? I was hoping we would have 40 figures for 40 years, and we're pretty darn close. It feels that way, at least. But I need to get my list together. Here's all the figures that came out this year, and I'm going to do a big video where we put them in order, so we'll have to stay tuned for that one here. But this one going all the way back to 1990, prime little kid Kyle watching, of course, wrestling. I'll never forget this Royal Rumble, getting it on pay-per-view back in the day. And this banner he comes with here, very, very iconic. I don't think about it a lot. I'd never thought about it with an action figure. But if you were there, you were watching it, you went back, watched it, whatever, this is a pretty pivotal point of the Royal Rumble. We'll all remember him bringing that bed sheet up or whatever it was, a sign. Very cool to get that in a figure here, and we've had so many different versions of the Hulkster, it's getting a little bit harder to do, so I am happy we're getting stuff like this. A little bit off kilter, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Now if we just get that pirate shirt, puffy shirt pirate, Hulk Hogan from WrestleMania, of course Suburban Commando, Mr. Nanny would be very cool as well, and there's a few other ones over the years we'd like to have, but we've really done all the iconic looks for the most part, But of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other unboxings on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Let's see what the Hulkster's up to here. Celebrating Royal Rumble 1990. Hulkamania living forever on the side there. Of course, most of the package covered up by the sheet. It looks like he's going to a weigh-in at the UFC is what it reminds me of there. Hulkster, drop the pants. Drop the pants, brother. Watch out for that thermos. That's what we'll say. We'll see what happens there with the Hulkster and his big weigh-in. Big weigh-in for the big fight, of course. Hulk Hogan, Great Khali Build-A-Figure, Royal Rumble. 8 and up on this one, as we do know. Elite, WWE. There he is, Hulkster. That's prime Hulkster from when I was a kid right there. Hulk Hogan, certified authentic elite. On the back, we got the tail of the tape, got the blurb, got the glamour shot. He's hitting the pose in the ring. Hogan must pose, as we do know. Unboxing all these yahoos down here. We got the Hurricane. Of course, we got Diesel, and we got Cody Rhodes and the Hulkster. We're going to build the Great Khali, and we'll rank the entire way from my least favorite to my favorite, so stay tuned for that on the channel as well. Make sure you do subscribe. But let's see what it says about Hulkamania back here from Venice Beach, California. Unseasonably warm this time of year. Height 6'7", 302 pounds. Finisher, that dreaded leg drop. Watch out for that. It does say Mr. Perfect came crashing down, and it hurt inside when the Immortal One threw him over the top rope for his first Royal Rumble match victory in 1990. Career highlights: WWE Champion, WCW Champion, World Tag Team Champion. There it is, and we'll build Great Khali 2010 in the next video. See you later. Goodbye. The final video, I should say. And there's the Hulkster posed in with that. We got Khali's severed head down low. Watch out for that as well. And we got a lot of deja vu with this one as well, if I can get him out of the package. It looks like we are taped in here, so you always got to be careful. Nobody likes tape on the cape, nobody likes tape on the towel, and nobody likes tape on the sign either, but I guess you got to tape this in. You don't want it to puncture a hole through it or something. Like a young Todd McFarlane that's not on the couch will never forget the throwback Kenner Superpower figures he came out with about 2 years ago, and he punctured all the capes with twist ties. Oh, man, if Todd was here, I'd give him a hard time, but he's not, and I like to pretend. I like to look at my wrestling buddies and pretend it's Mark Stunt Summers and Todd McFarlane on the couch. However, they're not here. They're not here. But you got to be careful getting this tape off these cape. Of course, it's always going to take some fibers. You just hope it doesn't take any colors off here. We do get that out of there. Little tray in the front. See you later. Off the screen. Goodbye. And let's get these hands out of here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 hands. A lot going on with this Hulkster, apparently. And we're going to pop him out himself, and we're off to the races. See you later, goodbye. Now, the Hulkster does got that big cross in there, and that's where they need to put those rubber bands in there to hold that one down because he's way up there in his face, so I'm going to have to maybe heat that up or put a rubber band around it to keep it down a little bit is what I'm going to have to do there. But let's dive into the accessories first for the Hulkster. Kali's head, as I said, we will be building that, so stay tuned to the channel. Of course, we got the Hulkster posing hands. You got the 2 gripping hands out of the package, which I will be using. I'm going to display him with this sign. We do get the splayed out hands, the what you gonna do, brother hands, the going on out there hands. We got that going on. And then, of course, the fists. You got punches and bunches from the Hulkster, a big part of his arsenal, of course. Now, one thing about this Hulk Hogan figure, it seems to be Elite Series 96 basically just re-released. And I guess I can grab that. I have that right here for us here. Basically, the exact same figure back out again with some new accessories in this banner. Now, if you guys were like me, I bought 2 of these when they came out because it is a very good Hulk Hogan figure. I used one for the fist helmet, of course, then I did this one here with this. Now I'm thinking to myself, why did I buy 2 when they came back out with this one? I could have just left the bandana on this, had him holding this, and I'd be there. But I guess you can never have enough Hulk Hogan figures is what it gets down to here. And this is a very classic Hulk Hogan. Take away the sign, a very classic Hogan. People are going to want a classic Hogan on a regular basis, just like John Cena, Rey Mysterio, Cody Rhodes, and so forth. So it does make business sense. And of course, you got to get the most out of your molds with a twist. So I understand it. I don't know if everybody's going to be here for it, but I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm submissive enough for the Hulkster this year in 2024. I said it's the 40th anniversary. Just keep the Hulksters coming. We'll live with it. I'm okay with it. But boy, next year, 2025, you better cool your jets on the Hulkster figures, Mattel. And I think they will be in 2025. But we got the Hulkster right here. Now we do get the do-rag going on. Hulk rules, of course, fits right on his head. Seen it before. We'll see it again. We saw it over here on this one, so we know all about that. But now we do get the Hulkamania Will Live Forever banner here. Nice, soft. Of course, we've seen this with T-shirts, capes, kind of the same feel to it. Very, very classic from that 1990 Royal Rumble. Would have loved to have seen a little wire across the top here. You could have held onto it a little bit better and you could have moved it around a little. That would have been a nice little extra touch to this one. I guess you could put your own wire into it if you really wanted to. I just hope he can hold on to it okay, but it seems like over at San Diego Comic-Con he was holding on to it all right. I guess worst case scenario, you could put a little rubber band in there maybe, or a little tape, dare I say it. You could do that as well. But the banner looking very, very nice. Very key to this entire packaging here, as we do know. But now we got the Hulkster, Hulkamania running wild. And like I said, a little bit of deja vu here. We've been here before for sure. We do get that necklace here all bent up. A little bit frustrating, as you can imagine. We got the Hulkster with the coked out Hulkster eyes. He's ready to go. He's got the what you gonna do, brother. I've had all the vitamins. I've had every single vitamin I could. I had the whole box of the vitamins. But he's got that going on. Big old push broom mustache there. Teeth looking on point. He's a serial brusher. He's a brusher many times a day. Bald head on the top. Of course, long hair on the sides. Got that going for the Hulkster as well. White wrist tape. Gripping hands here. Arms all the way around for us, of course. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinned elbows. Pinless elbows, I mean. Hands back and forth, side to side, removable. Head back and forth, side to side, removable. Got the big old ab crunch. Waist articulation. The Hulkster splits. Ready to go if he needs them. Leg does go up for the big boot. Does not have the Mattel bounce back, so that's good. So you get the big boot there. Double jointed pinless knees. You know we're here for that. Boot cut. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. Got the big old Hulkster yellow trunks. Got the red knee pads. Got the Hulkster yellow boots. It is a good wrestling everyday Hulk Hogan figure is what this one is right here. Good plain Jane paint by numbers Hulkster. Very, very iconic. You should have a representation of this in your collection. If you're a real wrestling collector fan, you got to have at least one of this kind of a Hulkster here. Be it if you wanted to get that Ultimate that came out that was pretty good, or one of the many Elites that look just like this. definitely worth picking up, of course. But there it is, Hulkamania running wild once again. It never stops. 40 years on, Hulkamania still continues to run wild, and Mattel can always try to find new ways to get Hulkster back out in the lines, it does seem. Like I said, WrestleMania Elite Build-A-Figure set, he's in that one too, so we'll be looking forward to that review on the channel sooner rather than later. But a very, very good Hulk Hogan figure, made even better with the inclusion of this iconic Royal Rumble sign. I am here for that, but are you here for that, brother? Let me know your thoughts on this Hulkster. Is it a pickup, a pass? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support this YouTube channel. Content every single day. Appreciate the support over there. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget my book, The Complete Guide to the WWE Jakks Class Superstars Series. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and on Kindle. You can also hit me up on social media. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for Hulkamania, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.